again, good morning. Welcome to Today at the Races, presented by Fidelity First here at Laurel Park. We're by the Laurel Park paddock on a Sunday, a sunny Sunday morning here as we get ready for a melting Sunday afternoon of racing. I'm Stan Salter along with oddsmaker Keith Fustel. How about that snow yesterday? Hats off to Dave Robin for a bunch of nice race calls. Hard to see out there as the snow is pouring down on our big winter carnival day, but some powerful performances in those graded sprints.
And Dave powered through it. I mean, no doubt the division was tough in some of those races. Even for us as chart callers, it wasn't easy at all. But, yeah, some very good performances. Miss Locust Point in the Fritchie. She cleared early. She just dominated, dictated. I thought maybe Moita would apply a little bit of pressure around the turn. Wasn't going to happen. And the late run of Byrne just wasn't there yesterday.
Right.
She tried to the wire, but Miss Locust Point just had everything her own way. And what about something awesome?
Yeah.
George got a nice trip, got the honest pace that he needed, and circled up, was in the clear every step of the way, 4 and 5 wide, and just kind of churned on home. My long shot fellowship. Tried to knife his way in between horses late, just missed, and awesome banner. You got to give it to him. He looked like he was all done at the 8th hole, and he battled back again late. So, yeah, hats off to him. A great effort from Awesome Banner. All in all, nice day, some very good performances. Over a track that was kind of odd.
Sure.
Good to muddy to sloppy, back to good.
Right.
It was a crazy day here from the weather and the track surface point. But the guys, the track surface group, battled through it and kept us going.
How about the Maryland Breds and the 3-year-old stakes still having fun in the Miracle Wood? Now a 2-time stake winner for trainer Timmy Keefe, a Maryland bred by Old Fashioned, and then the Hammy Smith filly, the Ghost Zapper Maryland bred, Enchanted Ghost in the wide country.
And she kind of cruised. A little bit of maybe a hang the time before that, but yesterday just circled up very easily 4 wide to join the horses around the turn, and boy, she just charged away under steady hand, urging late. A good performance. I think she might even stretch out a little bit further. Still having fun. I'm still not sold. I think 7 furlongs to 6 might be his optimal distance. I know they might go ahead and try to stretch him out. I don't know. We'll see.
All right, but good-looking win yesterday.
Yeah, good win. Determined win after trouble. He had trouble at the break.
Overcome a bunch of adversity, All right, so Sunday brunch is cooking for you today. The snow's melting. The sun is out. We have a nice carryover in the 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6. That starts in race 4. There it is, $7,285 in today's Rainbow Pick 6. I have a ticket today, a $48 ticket. We'll show you that. In race 4, late pick 5 starts in the 5th race. You like the late pick 4. That starts in race 6. Let's get right to it. Let's show you the track condition and the weather and everything today. It's the sun is out and everything's melting. We're going to have a sloppy track all day,
I guess, it looks like a thaw is in order. I think we're going to have temperatures hedging towards the mid-70s in a couple days in the Mid-Atlantic region. Right now, 40s, mostly sunny. Yeah, this track's thawing out. It's going to, I believe, stay sloppy pretty much the entire day. I would be surprised if we can get it down to muddy. Maybe. You never know.
Sure.
And, hey, a Fleet Willie, too. We got to give a little shout out. He ran pretty big.
Horse.
Took all the pressure. Zanotti tried to take it to him early.
Yep.
Fleet Willie was pinned inside, but he was able to kind of pull away. But let's get started on this Sunday card.
All right, race 1's going to kick off the rolling Super High 5. Little carryover in the Super High 5, over $600. This starts in race 1, low 15% takeout for the Super High 5. Race 1 also kicks off the early pick 5. Both your pick 5s here at Laurel. Your best bet with that industry low 12% takeout. It's a mandatory payout here on the early pick 5 starting in race 1. We're going 2 turns here in the opener over a sloppy track. Mile and a 16th, claiming 5,000, 4 and up. Never won 3 lifetime. I go with the favorite here, the 4 Gotham News, 7-5 here for trainer Lacey Gaudette. This will be the second start in the Gaudette barn. An okay third, last out, going 7 furlongs. I think he's going to like to stretch out today. He has some back class. He's made over 120,000. I like. He finds a nice cozy spot here today. The 4 Gotham News, my top pick here in the opener.
Comes out of a quick race, kind of got back on form. First time for Lacey Gaudette, came in from New York, was in the Asperson barn. A good effort. Got a little bit further behind than maybe what he'd like to have been. The stretch out here is perfect. He gets some speed to target. That was a fast race where Union Blues ended up running a 71. I'll take a little bit of a price to try to beat Gotham News with the 6. Will, I know he's getting early money. It's extremely early. I think he'll float up. Last time he tried, route of ground, he won a mile. It was a 2-turn race at Monmouth. He was able to get the job done over the summertime against Jersey Breds. A couple sprints of late, falling too far behind. I think in this race he might go ahead and get forward position, get a stalking spot. Still burning from the rail. Will go ahead and go. I think Love and Care from the outside. These two hook up. Gotham News or Will in the opener.
All right, the 5. We both like the 5 here. Max James or Flint Stites. A nice, good-looking win last out at Charlestown, going 9 furlongs. That was a never win 2 lifetime race, so stays at the $5,000 level. Little tougher 3 life condition today, but this horse looks like he's a grinding out type. He'll be coming late with Beto aboard.
Yeah, proven 1 for 1 on a wet track and ran a good number in doing so, but he hasn't really paired up races. You look at his speed figures kind of all over the map. I'll repeat it the last. We'll put him into the mix, no doubt about it. And the other one, I think, can rebound a little bit too. And here it was. I thought it was the other Flint Slice. Maybe that was no. But there's the horse I want to talk about. Smart Question for Charlie DeMero.
Right.
Almost pulled off a major upset yesterday, Stan, or early in the card. This is a horse that wants that flow. Maybe a mile and 16th, 18th. Might be a hair too short, but has a couple in the money shots on the wet surface. So yeah, I think though the favorite's going to be Alpha. Gotham News could be about 6-5 even when it's all said and done.
Okay, Gotham News for me in the opener. Let's take a look here. Race 2 is going to kick off the early pick 4. We're going 6 furlong straight 3-year-olds claiming $25,000. We have a video spotlight here of the 5 Old Dude. Let's show you Old Dude's race from February 9th here at Laurel Park. A winning effort. First off the claim for the newborn Claudio Gonzalez.
And a racing gelding. First off the claim. We liked him this day. We got 2 to 1. Not a terrible price at all when you considered everything, but got a good trip out in the clear off of the pace and just kind of rolled on by, got the lead in mid-stretch to edge away. Now a jump up in class. This is a horse that showed some potential early on in his career as a 2-year-old. I think he's moving in the right direction. I think he gets a good trip in here. Some speed. Easter Vigil, 88 miles per hour. I think we'll have a good pace up front. Old Dude going in the right way. In Stiffy Fever, you look at the mare. She was 2 for 7 and off track, and this horse has a half sibling that's 2 for 3 on the off. I think he's going to relish first time getting a wet surface.
Oh, that was saying race 8. Old Dude's in race 2 today. 8-5 for Claudio Gonzalez. I use them in the exacta. You have them on top. I like the 3. Jovis in good form right now for Gary Capuano. Weston Hamilton just missed on him last time at this level. I like the nice lightweight assignment. 111 with the Bug Boy back aboard for Gary Capuano. Jovis should get a nice stalking trip here. You use him in your top 3.
Yeah, he definitely belongs. Is he a little bit better at 5.5? Maybe. I think Old Dude, he's got the bottom in him. I think he can maybe grind him down through the stretch. Take Warning, a big trouble in last. So you saw that forced out, steady to start and 5 wide. This horse was hooking a little bit better horses. This is the right level for Take Warning. Another one. Doesn't have a lot of speed. I think he's hoping for things to heat up between the 4 and the 2 early so he could go ahead and make his run.
Yeah, 6, Take Warning, and the X-Man should get a nice trip from the outside. Let's take a look here at the 3rd race, going a flat mile. Maiden claiming 10,000, 4-year-olds and upward, and I go with the outside horse here, the 7, Mike's Muscle Man. How about Georgie Vargas Jr. with 2 stake wins yesterday? He's riding for his main man, Kieran McGee, here with the 7. They're 30% together, Vargas and Kieran McGee, and this horse just missed last out at this level. We go from the Bug Boy to the leading rider of the meet here, so we're both on the 7, Mike's Muscle Man.
Did you happen to toss in Miss-Inclusive on your tickets?
No, that horse knocked me out.
Yeah,
right to the front.
That
nice
was a good
ride.
ride. He was able to kind of,
cleared from the 10-hole.
Cleared from the outside and was able to kind of rate, slowed it down on the front end. Boy, does anybody finish any stronger than he is.
Yeah.
He's vicious through the last 1/8 of a mile. But Mike's Muscle Man, I think he gets a more comfortable trip. He was inside pretty much the entire way against James River. It wasn't a terrible spot to be on the track per se. The inside was okay on January the 7th, but just horses might be able to relax a little bit more. I don't think this field gets too far away from him. Really difficult to separate, though, the 5, 6, and 7. Similar running styles. My pal Jerry comes from a little bit further back. He's another one, hasn't been able to pair up those races. The last race visually very good.
Yeah, how about the Jose Corrales barn going well right now? They won the George yesterday with something awesome. The 6, Wildly Clever, you have in the exact. He's taken a little bit of a drop back down to this level today, where he was a good 3rd. His best race came at this level, going 2 turns back in January.
And does he have the edge in fitness over Mike's Muscle Man? He's had 2 races since that January 7th race where Mike's Muscle Man got him by a neck. Right. Mike's Muscle Man been fresh. What did you say? Mike's Muscle Man, the 7, picks up Vargas, going for Kieran. This is a nice move for him. 26% he hits at this, this kind of layoff.
Yep.
So that's a pretty strong strike rate for Kieran McGee.
All right, we're both on the 7 there in race 3. Let's get a quick commercial break. When we come back, we have a nice carryover today in the pick 6. That's a little over $7,200. I have a ticket for it. We'll take a look at that right after this. right, welcome back today to Races presented by Fidelity. First, let's take a look here at today's 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6. It starts in race 4 today. Nice carryover, a little shy of 7,300 in the Pick 6 carryover today, starting in race 4. We also kick off the middle Pick 4 here in the 4th race. I have a ticket for the Pick 6. Let's take a look. $48 play, and I'm going to go with my best bet of the day here in race 4 as my single. The mare that all she knows how to do is win. Chapel of Chimes, a 5-year-old mare. She's won 10 of her 30 starts for over 200,000. She's a 3-time winner here at Laurel Park. She's won her last 2 here at Laurel Park. She gets the Bug Boy Weston Hamilton aboard for Dale Capuano. So the 6 Chapel of Chimes, my single here on the Pick 6. Race 5's a maiden 25 going 6 furlongs. I'll go 5 deep in there using the 1, 2, 4, 5, and the 6. The 4, Me Darlin' Chessie. I like it 12-1 for the Hall of Famer, King Leatherberry. Race 6, I like the 2, You Make Me Blush for John Service and Georgie Vargas. They won 2 stake races together yesterday. But the 7, Scary Not Scared, going to be tough in there for Sagamore Farm and Horacio de Paz there in race 6. Race 7, nice allowance race here for 3-year-old fillies. And I go 2 deep in this race. The 3, Proportionality, first off the claim for Phil Schoenthal, and the 6 on the outside, Her Cat Will Fool You. 3-6 there. In the 7th race, race 8, nice allowance feature of the day. I'm going to go 3 deep in there. The 1, Conjecture, 2, Fergie's Lady, and the 3, Ghoul's Night Out. Going 4 deep in the finale. That's a nickel 3 life, going 3/4. The 2 and the 6. I like the 2 4-1 shots on the outside. The 8, Slick Man, and the 9, Totally Unexpected there in race 9. So we'll be over 10,000 easily today in the Pick 6. So worth a play. Starts in race 4. Let's take a look at the first leg. We're going a mile and a 16th here in race 4. Filly Mares, 5,000, wide open condition. And the 6, Chapel of Chimes, she's won her last 2 at this nickel, at the beaten nickel level. Now she steps into deeper water today in an open nickel, and she's not lone speed. She'll have a little pressure on her outside. The 7, Ask Me I Might, but she's in really good form right now. She's been running faster than the 7 has, so we're both on the 6 here.
Yeah, she's been able to kind of control things the last 2 races, and they just kind of came out of nowhere. It looked like her form had completely tailed off. All of a sudden, she's back. She's not quite what she once was, but she's got a lot of back class. Look at some of the company she kept. Winter, Enterprising Lady. She's run against and beaten some really nice horses. Her confidence is here. This is not kind of a step sideways. I know this is an open nickel. This is a little bit softer for her. I think as long as she avoids a duel, any kind of duel with the 7, Ask Me I Might, these 2, if they can avoid a duel, should control it pace-wise around the racetrack. The 7, in good form. She's going to have to move up a little bit more for Fairstown if she's going to get the better of Chapel of Chimes.
We both like the 4 in here. Z Nation, 10-1 for Sandra Dono. Good second. This is a closer, so if there's a fast early pace between the 6 and the 7, it could set it up for the 4, Z Nation, to make a late run with the Bug Boy Rodriguez.
No doubt a trier. She's 0 for 3 on a wet track. Looking at a breeding, you thought she would probably love it. The last time out, she ran about 1.1 miles in that race. She was wide every step of the way and kept on churning on to grab the place. So, yeah, she's a user underneath in here. I don't know if she can get the better of these top 2. Flint Stites comes in with a pair of runners, the 2 and the 3. Very difficult to separate. So, Chapel of Chimes, clearly the one to beat.
All right, let's take a look here. Race 5 is going to kick off the late pick 5. No carryover, but as always, more money back to you, the better, with the industry low 12% takeout in the late pick 5 starting here in the 5th race. Let's take a look. We're going 6 furlongs, maiden claiming 25,000, 4-year-olds and upward. And I like the 4, Me Darlin' Chessie, in this race at 12-1. I don't pick the gelding on top. I use them in my exact. I go with the 1, Big City Blues, my top pick here in race 5. 4-year-old son of City Zip. First off the claim for Lacey Gaudette, coming off a long layoff and was running on the turf last spring and at Pimlico here and here at Laurel. But the last dirt race here at Laurel, going a mile against Maiden 40. A strong effort that day. 3rd behind Twin Valor and Royal Hussar, who have both come back to be very productive horses. Big City Blues with a 69 buyer in that race last April. So coming off a layoff, finds a easier company here today. We both have the 1 on top.
Looks to be working forwardly for Lacey, and what I like, the protect move. Gets to come in here without running for a tag. So able to pick the spot, maybe a little softer spot. It was a horse you really couldn't quite figure out. He showed speed in a couple races, then he was close, going long. Let's see if he's got things figured out today. Big City Blues, I don't think he'll be on the lead. I think he'll have to come from off the pace. Can he shine? Has speed? And I agree with you. I think this Leatherberry horse is sneaky at a price. Me, Darling Chessie, bred to handle the off track. I think this is not going to be any issue. And the light bulb went on last time. The winner ran a good number in that race, and so did Glam Slam came out of there to run a 64. Not a lot of speed. This horse could get the jump on the closers, no doubt, when they turn for home.
Yeah, I think Me, Darling Chessie going in the right direction from a productive family out of a two-punch mare by Great Notion. So we both like the 4 at a decent price for the Hall of Famer, King T. Leatherberry. You know he'll be out here for Sunday brunch and maybe try to cash a bet here with his Maryland-bred Me, Darling Chessie at a price. We both the 2 Zapcat needs to be cut. Come on now, 5-year-old maiden. By Pioneer of the Nile needs to be cut.
He ran an okay race last time. Kind of caught in between horses, fizzled out just a little bit late. Turning back to 6 is good. Very difficult to separate the 2 and the 6. Running style is kind of similar. Maybe the 2 has a little bit more tactical speed. But Malibu at midnight, if this track is favoring the outside, could do a little loop and swoop move in here if he gets the right kind of pace. The 2-back try would put him over the top.
And you get Vargas on the 5, Sweet Notion, who's live in there. Another 4-year-old by Great Notion, taking a drop of class. This is the 3rd race for this horse. 2nd race back after having the pretty much January and December off. Now takes a drop in class, and you get the leading rider Vargas aboard.
Yeah, the one thing I like Tim Willie's horses later in the day. The one negative angle you see second off of the layoff like this, he's 0 for 10. But pretty much everything else, he's a good positive ROI trainer. Is Tim Willie. I knew Willard, my partner up there for Equibase, liked this horse last time. He didn't quite fire. Maybe second time off the shelf will be good because he showed. I mean, he showed a little bit of run in that debut, a little move chasing the horse, Captain Scotty, and we saw what he did going out to California and whistling.
All right, let's take a look here at the late pick 4, race 6, one of our features of the day, a nice maiden special weight for 3-year-old fillies. We're going a flat mile. You have a late pick 4 ticket starting in race 6. Let's take a look.
Not too costly. $18 will be your total for the late pick 4. Get you started 2 and the 7. They look like the obvious choices in race number 6. You Make Me Blush for service. Scary Not Scared, I do believe, will be a solid favorite in race number 6. Race 7, we'll go with the 3, 4, and 6. We're going to try to beat Grand Motion's morning line favorite of Frechette. I thought this was a tricky race to line. I think Why You Ask for Wooly offers value in here, and we'll get a good trip in this shorter field. Her Cat Will Fool You will be the speed. 8th race, the 1, Conjecture, and the 3, Ghouls Night Out. We saw Hammy yesterday. Janet Ghost pairing up a good number. I think Ghouls Night Out can do the same. And in the 9th, the 6, the 9, and the 10, Bobcat. Where's he been? But he's protected with the waiver. And then I also like the closers in here. I think we're going to have an honest pace, maybe totally unexpected, who's cycling up for Cal Lynch. And even the 10, Ole, who should like an off track.
Yeah, for Mike Blake, came down here and won a couple races already. All right, race 6, a very nice maiden special weight for 3-year-old fillies, going a flat mile. I like the Sagamore Farm, Horacio de Paz horse on the outside. The 7, Scary Not Scared, probably be on the best part of the racetrack on the outside. Breaking from the 7 hole. Decent effort. 2 starts to go on a good track last October. Going a mile here at Laurel against Maiden Special Weight. 3rd that day. Didn't run very well down there at Gulfstream back in December, but they brought the horse back up here. The horse has been working well here in the mornings at Laurel Park. They put the blinkers on this Malibu Moon filly today. She's bred well. They paid a bunch of money for her. I think she finds a good spot here today.
Yeah, connections. They're going to have to be a little bit upset with her if she can't get it done against this field. I'm going to try to beat her. DePaz with his dirt routers over the last year, he hits at about 40%. Strong rate there for Horacio DePaz. She looks like she's settling into the right spot. Good position, stalks to the outside. She was caught down on the rail on the 29th of October during a period where the rail was not good. And those horses are okay. That was an okay field. Last time out, even in that race in December at Gulfstream, went back, looked at the chart stand. Didn't seem like the inside was quite the place to be.
Right.
And most everybody that day coming 3 or 4 wide to get the job done. So Scary Not Scared gets a little bit of relief. The 2, I'm just riding the hot trainer, hot connections, Service and Vargas. They like something about this filly. Went in and grabbed her for 30. Didn't run too well. First Lasix and first time off the claim. Next time out, really much improved effort. Wasn't much of a field behind her, but the winner, though, was a New York shipper that run credible in some maiden special weight races up in New York. Had trouble, showed a good early burst after extending off heels. I think You Make Me Blush might be forward a long way in here. And if she's up there at the lead, Vargas will carry her to the wire.
All right, so I'm you're 2-7, I'm
Yeah.
7-2. That's all I use on my pick 6. We both like the 6-0 a little bit here. Country Line Dancer for Kenny Decker. This horse could wake up and run a big race. Decker good with the young horses. How about Old Time Revival jumping up and running a huge race in the Miraclewood yesterday at 30-1. Almost got the money.
Our man Vinny Perrone, he had that horse linked in a big double to Miss Inclusive. What was that going to play?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Tough beat, but
Yeah.
this Jack's a better homebred here. The 6 Country Line Dancer with Steve Hamilton, well seasoned, 2 starts going a mile. Now her 3rd start, she could be sitting on a big improvement today.
That doesn't have to do much. Moves forward just a length or 2. Puts it right into the mix against these horses. Mimi Nagash took a lot of play in debut. She could have thrown in the towel. She did all the dirty work chasing mid-turn. I thought she was quite willingly to the wire. Number 38, that race looked a little bit better than that, but she's proven to handle the off-track stand.
What do you make of the 3 Awesome Mary? I used her in my top 4. Elvis Trujillo and Corrales, they teamed up for Stronach Stable to win the General George yesterday with something awesome. Awesome Mary, a well-bred filly by Awesome again out of a hard-spun mare. She ran a bang-up debut, 2nd against Maiden Special Weight behind Off My Stage, and then ran a clunker last out going a mile in the mud. And that's what she's going to get again today.
Yeah, she's going to get some pressure. Maybe they decide to kind of take back and let the 2 go. Maybe those tactics work. I was shocked. It wasn't terribly demanding early. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, look, it was a heavier track. She was 47 and change, but I didn't foresee her kind of backing up like that. They've probably got her kind of revamped and ready to roll. They protect her here again, as they should, looking at that breeding, no doubt.
All right, nice allowance race for you here in race 7. It's for straight 3-year-old fillies, first level allowance condition, optional claiming 50,000. We're going 6 furlongs. I like the 3 proportionality on top, but we have a video spotlight here of the 6. Her Cat Will Fool You. Here's the start here at Laurel on January 21st against Allowance Company. Start didn't go very well at all. Here we go.
Bet down to 7-2 in that day, and just basically look at that, right to the nose. Amazing that Sheldon and Russell showed the athletic ability, the balance to stay on that horse after the stumble, and that was it. Yeah, lost all chance. Breaking down this race, she draws outside. That's good enough, guys. She's got the speed to go a long, long way. I know proportionality. You look at the page, boy, she jumped up and whistled last time out. She got away with soft internals against a little bit lesser bunch. Yeah, she's sharp. Schoenthal does well off the claim. I think you're going to get maybe a little bit more value with this 6 horse. I'm going to use her in the mix. I think you've got to add proportionality in there as well. But why, you ask? Proven off track. We caught her in her debut. Yeah, she rode the wave of the racetrack in that race on November the 5th, but she ran sneaky good last time. Didn't really have clear sailing. She was kind of down inside, didn't get out till late, was willingly to the wire. Deep Red came back to run second in the stake.
Big.
I like why you ask. I think she can sit a little bit further back and make that run into it late to get the job done at maybe 5 or 6 to 1.
I overlook her a little bit here. She has been keeping strong company lines. You get Steve Hamilton aboard. How about the 5? I like the 5 a little bit here. Traffic playing a good-looking debut for Farrier against Maiden 40,000, but the horse was very impressive now facing winners for the first time today.
No doubt. You like it when you see a short comment, tenacious. That visually it caught our eye. As chart callers, we just kind of dish out those kind of comments. So impressive to the eye was Traffic Plan for Chet. I think very well could be the favorite. Heck, she was 2 to 1 against Deep Red and Limited View. Don't know what happened in that race. Bigger field. Maybe she got lost. She's down inside. The maiden try, yeah, she runs it back. She wins it. Can she get back to that race? That's my biggest concern.
All right, so nice first level allowance contest for 3-year-old fillies there in race 7 to kick off the final pick 3 of the day. Another nice allowance race for you in race 8 for filly and mares. First level allowance condition for Maryland bred, Maryland sired horses. We're going 7 furlongs here in race 8, and I think we both like the 3. Ghouls Night Out, Hammy Smith and Men's Grill Racing. They teamed up with Enchanted Ghost yesterday to win the Wide Country. And they have another filly here by Ghost Sapper, a good-looking 4-year-old daughter of Ghost Sapper. Let's show you what Ghouls Night Out did last out to Breaker Maiden January 15th here.
Yeah, she got a nice relaxed trip, no doubt about it, sitting off of a duel that went 23 and 2. 47 and 2, but just kind of steadily rolls on up and gets the job done. You see the short comment ridden out. Yeah, she's all right. I'm going to lay in there just a little bit past the 16th pole. She goes clear by about 2. Not really kind of almost throttled down just a little bit late there to the wire. Looked like she had something in the tank. she's raced herself back into shape. I liked her tactical speed in here, and we talked about Hammy. These fillies, they get to this point, they can pair up the bigger numbers, and I think she catches the right kind of field today, where some of these horses kind of look like they've shown what they are. I think she's got a little bit more left in the tank. The conjecture is going to be awfully dangerous.
She's in race 8. The important thing to point out, she's in race 8 today. Gould's Night Out, going to be one of the favorites here in race 8. We both have her on top here. Conjecture, she ran big last out with Bobby Delgado. A tough trip from the one hole today, though.
She is, but I like the kind of the middle move, the early burst. Maybe a little too soon last time out. She'll take back a little bit further, I think, in the 7 furlong race. But it's kind of weird. Not a lot of speed to just kind of go away. It's going to be interesting the kind of trip he gets within that opening quarter of a mile.
The 5 here, Sarah's Treasure, you have in the mix. You'll get a nice price on this mare with the X-Man aboard for Robin Graham.
Yeah, just, 7 furlongs I think fits for her. If you're looking for any kind of a value, she just threw in a clunker last time out, but she's the kind of horse you just guess on. She jumps up and runs a big one at a price to kind of close in. So 7, a lot of these horses, it just looks like a little bit too far for them.
Right.
Sarah's Treasure looks like the horse can kind of pick up the pieces at a price.
I think we might get a nice price on the Claudio Gonzalez horse. The 2, Fergie's Lady, ran a 71 buyer 2 starts ago, going a mile, decent second last out against at this level. 7 furlongs might be right up her alley. Fergie's Lady, she has good form here at Laurel Park. 0 for 3 on an off track, but they're going to bet the 1 and the 3 all day long probably here in race 8. So we will get 4 to 1 here on the lead and trainer Claudio Gonzalez with Fergie's Lady.
Yeah, she's got tactical speed standing. She may go ahead and send and get position. The only one that maybe looks like they could outrun her early if they want is the outside, or she's a chance too for Jason Egan. But man, I expected a little bit more out of her last time. She just hasn't followed through. Now going out to 7, what kind of finish is she going to bring? With Fergie's Lady, certainly conditioned, tight. Good horse beat her last time in No Picnic from Mike Trombetta. 2 back, Patriotic Endeavor, horses that run in 2 other than. So she certainly kept the right company. She's going to be positioned forward a long way in here.
All right, Gould's Night Out, race 8, both Keith and I's top pick here in the feature. Let's take a look here at race 9, going 6 furlongs, claiming 5,000, 4 and up. Never won 3 lifetime. I like a couple 4 to 1 shots here on the outside. The 8, Slick Man, taking a drop back down to the nickel 3 life today. A good second at this level 2 starts ago. Didn't run very well up there at Parks last out, but gets back to Laurel here. How about Almodovar and Kieran McGee? They're 5 for 10 recently here at Laurel Park. 50% win percentage. Nice positive ROI. The 8, Slick Man, will get a nice trip on the outside here. Get a nice stalking trip here. 4 for 5 in the money here at Laurel Park. You like the horse a bit as well.
Yeah, and I think when Kieran goes down Almodovar, you know one thing. He wants his horse out of the gate, into the action quickly. Right. Almodovar rides a lot at Charlestown and get these horses out and into the game. Slick Man is going to have to deal with and probably will put the pressure on the 2-horse Awesome Standard for Kenny Decker and J.D. Acosta. Slick Man, though, is he going to have that last little bit? I think these two do hook up, and they might soften each other up a little bit. Get a little bit price with the 9, totally expected. 1 over a sloppy sealed surface last time. Didn't beat a whole lot, but I like the extra 16th of a mile. Right. Going in the right direction for Lynch is really kind of taken to this racetrack. Has the 9 since being transferred from the synthetic at Woodbine.
We both like the 6 in this race here. Bobcat coming off a layoff for Dale Capuano. Some big numbers at this level last summer here at Laurel Park. He's a 2-time winner here at Laurel, and you can see a couple nice 5 furlong workouts for the comeback. You get the Bug Boy Weston Hamilton in a good spot here, the 6 Bobcat.
Yeah, Bobcat. Don't really know what to make of him, but another one protected off the waiver in the 10. Ole. Bigger field last time. I think this horse is all right. You look at the breeding. Has never tried a wet track. Look on the bottom. Montbrook, one of my favorites when you're looking for kind of a wet surface. Ole. Caught wide into a fast pace last time. I think this horse can drop in, settle, and make a run. You're going to get square prices, I believe, on the 9 and the 10 in the nightcap. We're just going to try to beat the favorites and pump up that late pick 4.
All right, there you go. Good stuff. The snow is melting literally before our eyes. It's going to be a sloppy track here today because the temperatures were still kind of chilly this morning, but now it's starting to get warmer. The sun is out and everything's melting, so we'll have a sloppy track. But Sunday brunch is cooking up, and a nice carryover in the pick 6 today, over 7,200. That'll be well over 10,000 today, I bet.
definitely dig in. It's not like you're dealing with huge fields. You can kind of work through it, maybe knock it down to 2 or 3 a race, and you still have a manageable ticket. You know, if you want to go a little deeper, go get a partner. But yeah, you got to go in 7,000 to 10,000 in the pot. This is when you kind of go ahead and hit it and sneak away and get yourself a little bit of money carrying into that Monday.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Day.
Live racing tomorrow for President's Day. So the weekend keeps going here at Laurel Park. Come on out. The sun's out. Dave Rodman, he's coming up next with today's scratches and changes. Good luck.
Good luck.